Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is the astrological prediction for all signs for April 2018. This is a very general reading. If you'd like your own personal reading, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. So let's start with Aries. Aries. How is the month of April 2018 is going to be for you? So the new moon happens on the 16th of April 2018, and it happens at 26 degrees of Aries. Therefore, it happens in your sign. So this is a brand new beginning for you, Aries. Something new is about to happen. This could be a brand new job, a brand new career. This could be a leader that you have, a new boss in your organization, in your company, that can pretty much change your life. You can have a promotion, you can have a leadership role. Whatever it is, this brand new role might be connected with your career, your profession, your work, but it might be felt in a very difficult way. So this brand new beginning might have some sort of conflict with your profession, with your career, or it might be difficult for you. This could also be a change in your image, in your public image. Maybe you get married, maybe you get divorced, something, whatever it is, you'll feel it as difficult in terms of your public image. Your public image might be, might suffer due to the change, due to these brand new changes in your life, Aries. So on the 30th of April, there's the full moon, and it's going to happen on the 8th house in your case, and it's going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio. So full moons are combinations or endings. So this could be an ending of a physical relationship that you might be having with someone, or maybe it could be the other way around. Maybe you just met someone. You could just met someone, and you're dating someone, and around the 30th of April, it's the time where you get more physical, so to speak, with this new person. Others, this could be someone who might be dying. I really hope that's not the case, but it could be a leader, or could be like an authority figure in your life. I would say female, maybe older grandmother, someone like that. I would say whomever it is, it could be an easy passing. Another way of reading this lunation, you could get some sort of inheritance. If it's not that, this could be, if you are in the process of divorcing, Aries, it's a disconnect. It's a separation between the money that you earn with the money that your partner used to bring. So there's in terms of finances, there's a total separation. So it could be that as well. It depends from case to case. Now let's go to the sign of Taurus. Taurus. How is the month of April? How is it going to be for you, Taurus? So in your case, meaning the new moon happens on the 16th of April 2018, and it's going to be at 26 degrees of Aries. And in your case, Taurus, this is going to happen in your 12th house. So there could be a revelation of a secret, something that comes to light, a very disturbing type of secret connected, for instance, with a college professor, with something connected with the court system, with law. If there's any type of something that's in how do you say, if you have some sort of how do you call it, a court case. If you have some sort of court case going on right now, something connected with it might come to light, or suddenly you might be served with an order to go to court for some reason. Okay, you might not like this. If that's not the case, then a revelation might come to light connected with an in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, or it could be a revelation that comes to light connected with some sort of trip that you want to do abroad. It could be that. Maybe you discovered that you made some plans, or you're about to make some plans, and they overcharge you on purpose, something like that. But something connected with a trip abroad that's not exactly on the up and up. There's some sort of things hidden connected to it. What else? So the revelation could be maybe an in-law is ill, maybe is sick, and maybe you had no idea, Taurus. So there's all possible ways of this relation can be read in many different ways. Then, Taurus, there's the full moon on the 30th of April 2018, and it's going to happen at 9 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, Taurus, it's going to happen in your 7th house. So this could be an ending or a culmination connected with your personal partnerships. So some of you might be getting divorced. It could be that. But it could be the other way around. It could be that maybe you are with someone for a while and you decide to go to, move in together, or you decide to get married around the 30th of April 2018. Another way that this can be read is that finally you get to sign a contract, you get to sign a contract. And this could be all sorts of contracts. It could even be, the contracts connected with the services that you have at home. This could be maybe your spouse is signing up a contract that would require her to travel abroad, for instance, or that would give him or her, your spouse, your partner, new freelance clients from abroad, new foreign clients, something like that. Again, the 7th house is also, like I said, signing up a contract. Could be a work-related contract where you'll be more connected with things which are foreigner, or you might have more foreign clients, for instance. Okay. So Gemini, how is the month of April 2018? How is it going to be for you? So the new moon happens on the 16th of April 2018, and it's going to be at 26 degrees of Aries. And in your case, Gemini, this new moon is going to happen on your 11th house. So this could be a brand new set of friends that you have. You might have new friendships coming up. Or maybe a new friend. This new friend could be someone younger, someone a bit reckless. You might be joining a big institution where you might be connected with, actions that might be how do I say this? Actions that are not very well thought of. Maybe this could be sports, but they could be a bit violent type of sports. So you can make new friends, Gemini, in this new group. Whatever it is, if you have new friends, or if you connect with a new group, it's going to cost you money. Somehow it's going to cost you money. And if you're doing some type of sports connected within the setting of a large group, you have to be very, very careful, because there's like potential danger at this. Now, for others, this could be setting goals. You have a brand, you're setting a long-term goal, but you're not planning it out very well, and you're not really seeing how much this is going to cost you, because this has the potential of costing a great deal of money. Another way of reading this could also be something connected with a friend of yours, like a brand new beginning to a friend of yours that might cost your friend a great deal of money. If your friend asks you for money, for a loan, don't say no, because you might not see that money again. Or if you don't want to lose your friends, give the money, but don't expect to get the money back. And then Gemini, there's the full moon on the 30th of April 2018. And this is going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, Gemini, it's going to happen on your sixth house. So for some of you, this might be the end of a work-related situation. You leave your job, maybe because you're gonna get into a new job. For others, is that if you're looking for work, finally around the 30th of April, you have a new job. Okay, you have a new job. You can start at the end of the month. You start this new job, or it could be co-workers. Either a co-worker leaves or a co-worker arrives. Okay, either way, you're really happy with it. This could be anything connected with your health. Maybe you're making some sort of change that will, in terms of habits, in terms of what you eat, in terms of exercise. You're making some changes there that will transform for the better your health. For others, there's some sort of diagnosis or that comes, and you know what the changes to do if you have to do them. Others, it's something completely. There's nothing wrong with your health. You're just getting tests. Okay, you did a few tests. You know, those tests that we need to do in a routine basis, and you get the tests, the results, and everything is fine. Okay, so this could be read in many different ways. Hello, Cancer. So how is the month of April 2018? How is it going to be for you? The new moon happens on the 16th of April 2018, and it's going to be at 26 degrees of Aries. And in your case, Cancer, it's going to happen in your 10th house, and it's going to have like a few difficult aspects with Pluto and Mars located in your 7th house. So there could be a brand new beginning in terms of work, career, your profession. Maybe you embark on a brand new career, but maybe your spouse won't like it all that much. Maybe you get a leadership role, maybe you get promoted, Cancer, but again, this might cause trouble with your spouse, with your romantic partner. You can have a new boss, and maybe this boss is really harsh, and it might cause you trouble. Maybe he or she, I'm thinking it's more like a guy, is very harsh, very impulsive, and very demanding, and that might cause problems with your spouse, because maybe there's way too much demands connected with your profession, and so you get home and you're like, maybe you have a temper, or not a temper, you're mad, and that will cause problems with your wife or your husband. Another way of reading this, there could be a change to your public image, so you might get married. Okay, so if you do get married, you might do it in an impulsive way. You have to be very careful with that. So consider things, don't do things like out of the blue, because that is not the way to improve the relationship that you have with your partner. If you think making it formal, marrying, it might not necessarily help. Another way of reading it, you might choose a partner, that might cause that might damage your public image. Okay, another way of reading it, some of you might be getting divorced. Okay, whatever it is, it's a brand new beginning, but it's not going to be easy. And then the 30th of April, there's a full moon at 9 degrees of Scorpio, and in your case, this is located in your 5th house. So for some, it's the end of a love affair, the end of a romantic connection. For others, it's the other way around, because full moons could be endings or culminations. So maybe you've been with this person for a while, and you decide to take it to the next level, which is either moving together or getting married. Like I said, for some of you, it might be the case. Others, it's a baby who's being born, or you find out that you're pregnant. Okay. Another way of reading it, it's a conclusion connected with one of your kids or your children. So maybe your child finishes up, for instance, a college course. Maybe your child goes on a vacation abroad, or returns from a vacation abroad. Something connected with your kid. Yet another way of reading this, it could be connected with a hobby that you might have. You might decide to initiate a brand new creative hobby, or there's like a creative endeavor, a creative project that is ended, and right now around the 30th of April you might, for instance, launch it to the world, for instance a book. For others it's starting a new type of creative hobby. Maybe you decide to learn the piano, maybe you decide to learn how to draw, you know, something which is creative. Okay, so Leo, how is the month of April going to be for you? The new moon happens on the 16th of April 2018, and it's going to be at 26 degrees of Aries. And in your case, Leo, this new moon, which talks about brand new beginnings, is going to happen in your 9th house. Maybe something connected with abroad, maybe something connected with marketing. Maybe you have some type of service that you want to market abroad to other to foreign countries or something like that, because now everything is online. You don't exactly have to leave your country to do so. What else this could be? This could be a trip abroad that you take around the 16th of April. Now this trip abroad might be connected with your work life. Maybe you have to go abroad, you know. Maybe the person who was supposed to go cannot go, so your boss talks to you and tells you you're the only one who has the skills to go and do it, so you have to go. And I don't think that you're exactly happy with it. Maybe it's very short noticed, you know. It could be that. For others, it could be that you're planning out your vacation. So around the 16th of April, you're buying the trip, the plane tickets, you booking the hotel, and maybe 2 to 3 months from now, it's the time when you go and take the trip. Other way of reading this could be a court case, which is initiated, and it's dealing with your sixth. It's dealing with your work. So it's a court case. Maybe it's initiated by you because you don't like conditions concerning your work, or you think that the bosses and the leaders are behaving in a very authoritative way, and you want to make sure your rights are respected, and you have to go to court. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's the authority figures who take you to court for whatever reason. Yet another way of reading this, this could be you being the witness of a court case. Yes, for instance, something to do with your in-laws. Maybe there's a brand new beginning connected with one of your in-laws. I would say male in-law. Maybe he is sick, you know, and maybe he needs to make very big changes in his life due to health matters. It could be that as well. Yeah. This could be, you know, going to college. You know, some of you might go to college, but it might be accepted in college. However, there might be trouble concerning your work life, because maybe you have to go 5 hours a day to college, and maybe at work people don't, the leaders or the bosses don't give you time off for you to go to college. So there's like a conflict between your schedule in your work life and your college life. Or this could be a brand new beginning in terms of faith, you know, in terms of religion, and you'll have to change the way you eat, for instance. Or there might be you might want to make some changes in terms of your work environment. You know, maybe you have to wear certain things or not wear certain things because of your religion. And in terms of your work environment, you will not get, I'm sorry to say, you will not get much sympathy. So the full moon happens on the 30th of April on the 2018, 30th of April. It's going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio. And in your case, Leo, this full moon is going to happen in your 4th house. So for some of you, you might be going to a different place. You might be changing homes, yes. You might be changing to a new apartment. You might be having a new roommate, or the roommate leaves, or some of you might finally have the money to buy your own place. Others, if you had some sort of renovation on the house around the 30th of April, that's when the renovations are ended, they're finalized, or something connected with a family member, a close family member. I would say a woman. Maybe she had, it could be a man as well, but a close family member who's had a health troubles, but around the 30th of April, those health troubles have ended and everything is fine. Or it's the other way around. Finally, there's some sort of diagnosis in terms of health, a health condition concerning someone close in your family. So Virgo, how is the month of April 2018? How is it going to be for you? The new moon happens on the 16th of April 2018, and it's going to happen at 26 degrees of Aries. In your case, Virgo, this new moon happens in your 8th house. So this speaks of brand new beginnings concerning shared finances, share resources, even connected with intimacy. Some of you might be, meeting someone, if you're single, meeting someone with whom you might have like a very intense love affair that might not last all that long. You have to be very careful. You have to protect yourself. Another way, because you might, suddenly get pregnant or something like that, or you might get something else, but it could be that. Others, if you are already with someone, there's like a jolt in your intimate life, for instance. Another way of reading this, there's changes connected with the income, for instance, of your love partner, of your romantic interest. So because there's changes, and if you live together, this will affect the joint income that you have. It could be in one way or another. For instance, imagine that your partner gets a raise, then suddenly you have more money that you thought you'd have, but it could be the other way around. So imagine that you get fired. I really hope that doesn't happen, but imagine that. So again, there's like a very big radical transformation in your shared income, in your shared finances. The 8th house is the house of transformation. So what might transform you is the fact that you have a kid. Suddenly you get pregnant, or something might be affecting a child of yours, your kid, your daughter, your son, and whatever is affecting your child will transform your life. It could be that as well, or it's something simple. You are reading about the occult, about the paranormal, something like that. You have like a very deep interest with that, a deep interest connected with the occult. So you decide, Virgo, for instance, to go on walks with your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Those spooky night walks, those spooky. There's several of those where you visit old places that's supposed to be haunted, and a guide tells you all about those stories. It could be something simple like that. You might be very much interested in that. You might be researching those sorts of things. You might be even writing a book. Writing a book and researching about those matters, about mysteries and stuff like that. And then, Virgo, on the 30th of April, there's a full moon. And this full moon is going to happen at 9 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, this is going to be in your 3rd house. So, for instance, if you're writing a book around the 30th about something related to the occult or something related to a mystery, around the 30th of April, it's the time when you finish writing that book. This could be read in a different way. Maybe you wanted to buy some sort of vehicle, and around the 30th of April, that's the time when you finally decided to, buy this type of car or buy a bike or whatever. If you had your car out in the mechanic around the 30th of April, that's the time when you receive your car and everything is fixed and everything is fine. Another way of reading it, there's some sort of message that you might get, and this message might be concerning a love interest, or your boy, or your son or your daughter. I would say more connected with the daughter. I don't know what type of message it is, but it could be, for instance, you get a message saying your daughter didn't showed up at school today, and then you check it out and everything is fine. Maybe your daughter spent the day with her boyfriend, you know, or hanging out with friends. It's not necessarily something bad. It could be something simple like that. What else? This could be you have brand new neighbors, for instance, or a neighbor leaves and goes to live in a different place. This could be some sort of training that you're taking, and this could be a training that you do for yourself, like a course of, I don't know, a language course. And around the 30th of April, that course has ended. It finishes. This could also be related to your sibling, like I would say more like a sister. Something comes to a conclusion in a sister's life. What is that? Maybe she gets a brand new job. Maybe she leaves one job and goes to another. Maybe she finds out that she's pregnant. I'm saying sister, but it could be brother also. Maybe a sibling. You find out that this sibling has a new love interest, or you know, it's something good. I would say, according to aspects, it's not necessarily bad. It's something more or less good. Okay. So Libra, 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 Libra. How is the month of April 2018? How is it going to be for you? There's a new moon on the 16th of April 2018 at 26 degrees of Aries. And in your case, Libra, this new moon in Aries happens in your 7th house. For some of you, you have a partner. It's a brand new beginning connected with your romantic partner. So some of you might decide on a whim to go and live together. It's kind of like a sudden change. Others might be deciding to marry, you know, getting married. It could be that. Whatever it is, I would say that your family won't like it all that much. If you decide to go and live with this person, your family won't like it, Libra. If you decide to get married with this person, your family won't like it, Libra. I'm sorry. So there might be, you know, some sort of conflict there. Others, it's like you having problems with this person, and you think that, you know, getting married or having some sort of big gesture will solve things. It will not. I'm sorry to tell you, Libra. Another way of reading it, it could be that it's a brand new beginning in your partner's life that might affect the domestic environment. So imagine that your partner, doesn't matter if it could be your husband or your wife, gets offered a leadership position, but that will somehow disturb your domestic environment. Maybe your partner won't be around all that much at home. Maybe he or she won't have time to be with the children, if that's the case. But there's some sort of, you know, chaos and conflict that will cause this, that will be the consequences in your domestic environment of this brand new beginning in your partner's life. What else could it be? And this could be, let's say everything is fine with your boyfriend, girlfriend, with your partner, or if you're single. The 7th house is the house of contracts. So a brand new contract, okay? What type of brand new contract? This could be signing the contract to buy a piece of land where you will be building your house, or signing a piece of contract that will say this house is yours. Whatever it is, it kind of will cause you some sort of upheaval, conflicts. It won't be easy to live. Another way of reading, this could be a brand new beginning, Libra, in the life of your second child. That might cause domestic disturbances. Imagine that you're divorced. I really hope that's not the case, but imagine that. And this brand new life in your second child's life might be connected. Imagine your kid is with, for instance, your ex-wife, okay? And she decides to get married and get remarried and go and live in a different country. So this would be a brand new beginning in the life of your second child, for instance. And that would cause great domestic upheaval, okay? I'm just reading this in this way. It could be read in a different way. Libra, imagine that your second child has a brand new job, but it might be very violent job, or might be very dangerous job, okay? but your second kid really loves this job, okay? But it's like you're holding your heart in your hands every time you think of the job that he or she is doing. And then the full moon on the 30th of April, Libra, is going to happen at 9 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, it's going to be in your second house. So for some of you, it's just getting the salary, okay? And you might get something extra, okay? You might be happy with the salary that you get. Others is a source of income that dies out, finishes up. Maybe you had maybe you did freelance work and a client will no longer work with you, will choose someone else, okay? Others, it's the other way around because the full moon speaks of culmination. So maybe you might have new clients, for instance. You might have a new source of income, for instance. This could be a creative new source of income, for instance. What else? The second house is also connected with self-esteem. So you might be buying things. You might be buying things that will help your self-esteem. It's health-related things. You could be, you know, buying a day out on the spa just to make you feel better, just to help you feel better, you know. It could be all sorts of things. Hello, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. So how is the month of April 2018? How is the month going to be for you? The new moon, which speaks of new beginnings, happens on the 16th of April 2018, and it's going to be at 26 degrees of Aries. And in your case, Scorpio, this new moon is going to happen in your 6th house, which is the house connected with work, with employment, with everyday routines, with co-workers, even pets. So this could be for some of you a brand new beginning in terms of work. If you were searching for work around the 16th of April, you will have a call. You'll start a brand new line of work. Now this work could be connected with communication, all sorts of communication. So it could be working on call centers as customer, as how do you say, customer service. Anything to do with communication, but this could be aggressive sort of communication. So either people are being aggressive towards you or you are being aggressive towards other people. So this could be aggressive sales, for instance, aggressive marketing. Not necessarily so, but this is a way of reading it. What else? You could start routines. You can start brand new routines, but you have to be very careful with the routines that you start. Maybe you weigh yourself and you think, oh my God, I've gained so much weight. I have to lose all this weight. So you get a bit panicky and start to do, start a exercise regime which is very intense and it could be rather violent. So you have to be careful with that as well. Don't go nuts in terms of the type of exercise you do. Be gentle with yourself. This could be starting a radical new type of diet as well. So be careful with that. This could be having a brand new co-worker, and this person is young, rash, a bit stupid, tells you everything he or she thinks, and this person might be a bit, aggressive and even cause conflicts in the work environment. Again, Scorpio, you have to be careful with that. What else could it be? This could be an aggressive communication concerning your work environment. So everything is fine, and then when you leave your work, then you come back the next day, and everything is changed, and the bosses and the leaders only told you and all the co-workers that day. So there's brand new changes. You were not told, so you're very mad because of that. Now this could be also a change in your routines, because maybe you have a sibling who's ill, who's sick, or maybe a sibling needs help, and you need to change your routines in order to help this sibling. Could be a sister, could be a brother, or you have a dog, a brand new dog, and then this dog kind of causes everyone to fight, because who's gonna walk the dog? It's like a dog who changes your routines, and it's kind of a pet who might bring conflict, Scorpio. So on the 30th of April, there's the full moon, Scorpio, and it's going to happen in your first house, and this is going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio. So this is an ending, a culmination. So maybe some of you found a job 2 weeks ago, and around the 30th of April, it's the time where you either start your job or sign up a contract. It could be signing up the contract. Others, you might be leaving a job to another one. Others, it could be something much more simple than that, like changing the way you dress. Maybe go out and fix your hair, buy a new wardrobe, something to help you feel better, feel nice. Okay, so it could be read in many different ways. Hello Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. How is the month of April 2018? How is it going to be for you? So the new moon happens on the 16th of April 2018, and it's going to be at 26 degrees of Aries. So in your case, Sagittarius, this new moon in Aries is going to happen in your 5th house. So for some of you, it's brand new beginnings connected with your love life. Suddenly someone might appear in your life, and you might be struck by the love bug. Love at first sight and all of that. Whomever this person is, might cause a great deal of impact in your self-esteem, about in the way how you feel about yourself. Others, it could be that you meet someone, you start dating this person, and you're spending a lot of money with this person. Okay, maybe you want to impress this person, and you're spending a great deal of money. Now, it could be you're paying for everything, or if that's not the case, if the other person is paying for everything, the nights out, the restaurants, all of that. Maybe you are like buying clothes, buying expensive perfume, buying, I don't know, makeup, buying, doing a makeover, and all of that costs a great deal of money because you want to impress this person. What else? What else could it be? It could be that you meet someone and this person is not very nice to you. They are a bit too honest, Sagittarius. They say whatever they think. Whatever they say, they say it, and they kind of offend you, and they knock you down in terms of your self-esteem. So you have to consider: do you want to keep being with this person? Is it really worth it in the long run if he or she starts behaving like this with you from the very start? Others, it could be you find out that you're pregnant. Others, it could be you have a kid. Others, and this kid is going to be expensive. You're going to spend a lot of money with, because if you become a mother or a father, a parent. Others, it could be a brand new beginning in terms of your creative life. You start a new hobby, but this hobby is going to be expensive. It's going to cost you. What else? This could be something new beginning in the life of your son or daughter. I would say more son. Maybe let's say he wants to have karate lessons or music lessons or something like that, and it's going to be expensive. It's going to cost you. What else? Don't do anything connected with speculation, with buying cryptocurrency, with playing the market, because you're going to lose a lot of money. Okay. And then Sagittarius, the full moon is going to happen on the 30th of April 2018, and it's going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, it's going to happen in your 12th house, so a secret might come to light. Now, something which has been hidden might come to light. Okay, now, this is not necessarily bad. This could be a good thing. This could, be a nice, soothing revelation. I don't know what it is. A secret that comes to light might be concerning money. Might be concerning also a piece of land. Okay. But for instance, maybe you had money somewhere and you forgot about it, and suddenly you find it. Or you get more money than what you were hoping of getting, for instance, what else could it be? Whatever revelation comes to light, I think that will help you feel good, I would say. If it's money that you find somewhere, you might have the temptation of spending it in some sort of creative endeavor. It could be that. What else? What else? It could be also dreams. You might have a dream, and in that dream you are told how to make money, you know, how to increase your finances. So pay attention to your dreams, because they can tell you a lot. Okay, Sagittarius? So Capricorn, 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 how is the month of April 2018? How is it going to be for you? So Capricorn, the new moon on the 16th of April 2018 is going to be at 26 degrees of Aries. And in your case, Capricorn, this new moon in Aries is going to be happening in your 4th house. So this could be a brand new beginning connected with your home environment, with your close family, even with your house. Some of you might buying for the first time a brand new house. You might be changing to another place. Okay, could be that. Whatever this change is in terms of connected with your house, with your home, where you live, it's kind of will cause you some sort of emotional upheaval. It's going to be difficult for you. Others, it could be that maybe there's some changes in where you work, so maybe you're going to be changed on where you work. The company where you work is going to be to another city, and you have to follow this company to another city, or you're going to lose your work, or you're going to lose your job, or they want to move you to another place. So maybe you have to move houses because of your job. For instance, if it's not that, it's something connected with your close family, and you have to be close to your family, a family member. I would say a male, could even be a sibling, in order to take care of this person, and this will cause you great emotional upheaval. Others, it could be a renovation. You decide to make some changes in a house. Maybe it needs to be painted or something like that. And again, this will cause you great emotional upheaval. And maybe because you don't like the people that you hired. Maybe you think that they're not very competent. Maybe they're not doing a very good job. You know, it could be for all sorts of reasons. Maybe you're thinking that you're paying way too much, and you're starting to worry about that, Capricorn. Then the full moon is going to happen on the 30th of April 2018, and in your case, Capricorn, is going to be in your 11th house. So this full moon is going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio, like I said, in your 11th house. This could be a project that comes to a completion. You know, you had a project, a long-term goal, and finally, around the 30th of April 2018, that project gets finalized. Now, this could be, for instance, for some of you, buying a house. For others, it could be renovating your house, painting your house, something like that. Major transformations around your house where you live. It could be that, or it could be any other type of thing. For others, it could be that you decide to leave a project behind, whatever that project is, or it could be that you are completing, how do you say, not completing a project, but you have decided upon a new long-term goal, and you know, around the 30th of April, it's the time when you've set up, let's say, guidelines in order to accomplish this new long-term goal. For others, this could be a friend who leaves. Now, this friend, I don't see that you're going to be mad at this friend, but maybe a friend leaves because a friend goes to live to another place, you know, to another city, and you won't be in contact with this friend all that much. Or it could be you have a brand new friend, for instance. Maybe there's a neighbor who moves to your neighborhood or even to your building, and this neighbor ends up being a new friend. Or it could be, what else could it be? It could be that something in your friend's life reaches a culmination or a completion. For instance, maybe your friend has a baby and you get to witness that. Maybe your friend moves to a different, I don't know, gets a different job. Something, maybe your friend gets married, something connected with a friend's life, and you just are the witness of that. So you could go to your friend's wedding, for instance. It could be something like that. Okay, so it has many different meanings, Capricorn. So Aquarius, how is the month of April 2018? How is it going to be for you? So the new moon happens on the 16th of April 2018 at 26 degrees of Aries. In your case, Aquarius, this new moon is going to happen, in your 3rd house. So this could be a brand new beginning. for you in terms of communications. You might be getting a lot of communications, okay, out of the blue. You have to be careful because these communications could be concerning hacking, okay? So if you can protect your cell phone, your computer, your tablet, you should do so. Your information, so be very careful with it. Others, you might be deciding to, you know, buy a new software or buy a new cell phone or whatever. Again, you have to be careful with it as well because it might have some sort of travel problem that was not disclosed, so you have to be careful with it as well. What else? You might be investing in antivirus software because maybe you've been hacked. I really hope that doesn't happen, but again, be careful. What else? This could be some sort of very distressful sort of communication connected with a sibling. I would say young male sibling. Maybe there's some sort of revelation connected with a young male sibling. Maybe you find out that, I don't know, I'm just going to give you an example. He's been arrested and he didn't say anything to anyone. Or maybe a sibling is causing trouble, okay? A sibling is causing trouble and you have to deal with it. Or it could be that everything is fine with your sibling, but maybe you find out that he or she has been hiding the fact that they're ill. And this is the thing which is going to cause you distress. Or maybe there's like a brand new beginning in a sibling's life, but you don't agree with it. Maybe your sibling has a new boyfriend or girlfriend, and you don't like them. You don't like them at all. Or maybe they start a new job, but this job is very, dangerous, and you don't like that at all. You're afraid for him or her. What else? This could be you buying a car, Aquarius. You decide to buy a car, okay? But again, it could be a car that comes with trouble, that comes with problems, and there's not. If it's a used car, there's no. You have to be very careful with it. There will be things that will not be told to you about this brand new car. This could you be taking a trip around the city, or even to go and visit a sibling. You have to be careful in this trip. Okay, you have to be very careful with that. What else? This could be you initiating some sort of training or brand new course, but it's going to be more difficult than you thought it would be. If you decide to learn a new language, Aquarius, this language might be much more difficult than you thought it would be. And then, Aquarius, the full moon happens on the 30th of April 2018, and this full moon is going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, it's going to happen in your 10th house. So for some of you, you might have a promotion, a leadership role of some kind. Others, you might leave a career, leave a job in order to start something new, something that you've always wanted to do. So you might be changing careers, you might be changing companies, something like that. Others, you're retiring, you decide to retire, okay, that could be that as well. Others, it could be a change in your public image. So maybe what is a change in your public image? You used to be a co-worker, now you're the boss. You used to be single, now you're married. You used to be married, now you're divorced. Whatever change there is in this public image, I would say that's a good change, a good positive change, and people will see you in a very good positive way. Another way of reading this lunation in your 10th house, someone of authority in your life might leave, might retire. For instance, maybe your mother retires, maybe your father retires, maybe your grandmother retires, maybe one of your bosses leaves because he or she, I would say it's more like a she, can finally retire. There could be something like that. So there could be a new boss arriving also, to fill in the place of the boss who's leaving. Whatever it is, I'm thinking it's a very smooth type of transition. So Pisces, how is the month of April 2018? How is it going to be for you? So the new moon happens on the 16th of April 2018 at 26 degrees of Aries. And in your case, Pisces, this is going to happen in your second house, meaning this could be a brand new beginning connected with your money, with your personal finances, with your salary, with the money that you earn, with your own effort. So some of you might be getting, a brand new job, and this entails a brand new beginning in the money that you earn. You might be getting a job kind of like out of the blue, really rapidly, you have this new salary. This could also be a new source of income, not necessarily that you moving jobs or you have a brand new job, you just have a new source of income. And now this new moon, Pisces, makes difficult aspects with planets in Capricorn in your 11th house. So maybe it's a friend who tells you about this job, like out of the blue. Or it could be that this source of income could be connected with marketing, multi-level marketing. You have to be very careful with that, okay? Because this source of income might need aggressive sales and might not last all that long. So you have to be careful with what you do to earn money as well. This could also be the second house, is the house connected with self-esteem, Pisces. So maybe your self-esteem is somehow damaged by a friend or by a group of friends. And maybe you started something new that you really, really like, Pisces. And even it could be something online, something to do with communication, something, even writing a book, whatever it is, you like it. But your friends, or your so-called friends, are not being very helpful. They're not being supportive. So you have to be careful with that. What else? What else? Okay. So then, Pisces, there's a full moon on the 30th of April 2018. And this full moon is going to happen at 9 degrees of Scorpio. And in your case, Pisces, it's going to be located in your 9th house. So for some of you, sorry, this could be the end of a trip abroad. Okay, maybe you went abroad for some reason, and around the 30th of April you're coming back, or you are planning to go on a vacation or to go abroad to a different country, and you're just planning. Around the 30th of April, you've bought the plane ticket, you've booked the hotel, so everything is planned. What else? And maybe you're going to stay. You might not even stay in a hotel. You might be staying with a friend in a different country. This could be if you have some sort of, this new source of income is connected with online business. You might be ending that entails the entire. It's some sort of an organization that's present online and it's present around the world. You might think, okay, I've made a mistake, and you decide to end it around the 30th of April 2018. For others, it has to do with your college course, with your higher education studies. So maybe you're like finishing up some sort of project, some sort of work, a thesis, you're doing exams, something like that, and you might be getting the results. Either you're finishing up a project, an exam or something, or you might be getting the results around the 30th of April. Others, it could be you might be getting responses. If you've applied to study in this college or in that college or whatever, you might be getting responses, answers around the 30th of April 2018. Another way of reading this lunation, Pisces, is that if there's a court case, okay, around the 30th of April, it comes to an end, to a closure, and I would say that you're going to be more or less happy with the way things turned out concerning this court case. Okay, so there's many different ways of reading this lunation. And that's it. This is a reading that I have. This is a very general type of reading. If you'd like your own personal consultation, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye-bye.